Dímelo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What the is going on? If you guys tuned in, it's on my short this morning. Scent of the morning is Obsession for Men. And guys, I've been wearing this since about 1988. Somewhere around 1988. Came out in 86, but somewhere around 1988. I was still in junior high school, New York City, Washington Heights. I was going still to St. Elizabeth School, Catholic junior high school. And I remember rocking this to house parties. Didn't have a big bottle, I'm sure. And if I did, it was probably from me being with somebody at somebody's place or something, and they had it, and I got a few sprays. But I had like little baby bottles or little samples and things like that. The bottle you're looking at that I showed you was the 125 ml that today, 2026, you can buy for $103 on the Calvin Klein website. Let's see if we can see product details. Top notes. Now, on the Sniff app, it shows a lot more than what is being disclosed here, but top notes: mandarin, bergamot. Mid notes: lavender, myrrh, sage, and spices. And the end notes: amber, musk, sandalwood, vetiver, and patchouli. And let's see what the quick blurb about Obsession is from Calvin Klein. Compelling, potent, powerful, an intensely proactive scent created as a counterpart to the original Calvin Klein scent. A masculine blend of botanics, spices, and rare woods reflect the determination and fire that drives men's passion. Guys, this really reminds me of what I smelled back in the days. It's probably, chances are it's reformulated, right? Because things change. IFRA regulations change what companies can put into perfumery and what goes on our skins, hopefully protecting the consumer. But this really still gives me that same vibes. Now, this bottle is a 2018 bottle, so this might even be different from my most recent bottle that I bought 2 years ago. And you see I barely put a dent into this one. But when I didn't know where this one was, I bought the 6.7. I'm pretty sure it's a 6.7. And that does have a batch code. I thank God that I read the numbers, and then I was trying to clear the bottom while I was trying to read the batch numbers, and I remembered what they were. They're 4 digits. So when I put it in, it told me it's a 2018 bottle. So 8275 is the batch code on this bottle, and the batch code on this guy is 2355. Yeah, but guys, Calvin Klein's Obsession is not really loved by everybody, guys. On the Sniff app, I read numerous reviews that, hey, there's some OGs, some classics from the 80s that we still dig, but this one, leave it in the 80s. For me, not so. For me, this is one that I thoroughly enjoy, guys. I thoroughly enjoy this one a lot. Now, I wanted to compare 2 other frags today, right? I wanted to compare Wall Street and let's see, the world's first securities parfum. Dollars and cents never smelled so good. A cool, zesty, spicy, androgynous career scent, laden with a portfolio of brisk, citrus, marine, and herbal notes. Now, they say that the notes are sea kale, cucumber, lavender, ambergris, and vetiver. This is really good, guys. I've got the dry down on strip. This is really good. Wow, that's good. And then the other one I wanted to compare it to, because to me they have a similarity, especially in the opening, is Creed's Millesime Imperial. Fresh and uplifting, Millesime Imperial radiates brilliance from the outset with its vibrant debut of zesty bergamot, luscious blackcurrant, and refreshing violet leaves that gives way to shimmering marine accord. Prized orris, the perfumer's blue gold shines bright as its heart before yielding to a warmth golden base of sensual cedarwood, sandalwood, and musk. Housed in a lavish golden bottle, Millesime Imperial is the pinnacle of luxury. The pinnacle of luxury. And let's see what the note breakdown is. So, they're saying head notes of bergamot, blackcurrant, violet leaves. Heart notes of orris, salty marine accord, and base notes of cedarwood, musk, and sandalwood. Now, I got somewhat of a melon accord when I first sprayed it, right? You get kind of like a melon accord that's not really there anymore. This is the dry down on strip. I've got Millesime in my left hand and Wall Street on my right. Creamy woods. Green, watery fruit. Started out very similar and ended up very different places. I kind of prefer Millesime. Not gonna lie, I am a woody note accord kind of guy, but Wall Street is a darling. I've not worn it enough, obviously. And listen, I blind bought Wall Street. I mean, I've seen reviews on it, but I really blind bought it off name alone. I remember being downtown New York City in the early mid-90s. Shout outs to John, Henry, and all my brothers from Spanish Broadway and Al and everybody else that was hanging out that night. We was at a bar downtown. This is way after, we grew up in church since children, since babies. But later on, in our early adult years, in our early 20s, we hung out. And I remember we went to this bar, and I was working literally downtown at Century 21. I was the men's shoe department assistant department manager, literally down the block from World Trade Center. And Wall Street was literally around the corner. And I used to rock, I had a black one, so picture this being all black. I had a black fedora, short brim, short top. I don't have that one anymore. But I used to rock a fedora, and I dressed, button down, slacks, shoes. I was big into Kenneth Cole back then. Big into Kenneth Cole because it was affordable but looked great. And I was always a dance floor kind of dude. I got on the dance. I was not afraid to shake my moneymaker. And I remember this one time when we was hanging out at the bar. I got it like in the middle of the crowd, right? And I was doing my whatever. And all of a sudden, everybody started shouting Wall Street, go Wall Street, go Wall Street, go. Yo, I'll never forget that. I'll never live that down. That memory is infamous in my brain. And I gave off that vibe to that crowd that night. So I've always assimilated with that phrase, Wall Street. You know what I mean? And I think I bought the fedora at I forgot the name of the street. It's right up the block from Wall Street. It's right up the block from Century 21 department store where I used to work. And there's a row of shops, and one of those shops is a hat store, specifically nothing but hats. And I think the name of the street started with a B. If you guys know the name of the street, I can't remember the name of the street. I think it started with a B. And if you guys know the name, drop a comment down below. If you guys are still, I'm not living in New York City since 2007. Literally, I'm about to, at 51, I've been 26 years living outside of New York City, and I spent 25 years in New York City. But I am still a New Yorker, heart to heart. Gosh, I can't see. I can't stop smelling that Wall Street. It is so refreshing, so good, so like a fresh glass of water with a lemon, or not a lemon, with a lemon water with a, or melon water, because it's melon. Gosh, it smells like perfumery. It's not a gourmand, but it just, such an ethereal, light, refreshing fragrance. Wall Street, guys. One to sample. It's not going to be for everybody. It is not going to be for everybody, but this is one that really speaks to me. I thought maybe Millesime would continue that vibe. I'm glad that it doesn't. It changes up. Where it starts off melony, and I'm going to get that top note again. This is beautiful. And guys, I'm not worried about performance. The way that people say Millesime performs on them. Some people are saying a couple hours. Some people are saying they don't smell it after they spray. Come on. Anyway, I take care of my body. I drink a lot of fluids. I bathe quite often. A lot of fragrances that people say don't last on them, really. See, there's that aquatic sea breeze marine accord that I get at the top. And I guess it's a little bit of that fruity black currant and violet leaf that fades away. And to me now, they don't even smell as similar as I remember in the opening. Oh man, that's good. Man, that is good. That is good. That is good. So I'm going to have to say that these, I thought they were going to smell a lot closer throughout the wear life than they actually do. Millesime Imperial really brings down and breaks down and lingers as a soft, woodsy fragrance to me. Slightly aquatic with that ambergris and saltiness, or however you're picking up the ambergris. The ambergris in Wall Street, and I'm pretty sure there is ambergris in Wall Street. Did I read it wrong? Yeah, there is. The ambergris in Wall Street keeps that marine feel in a more aquatic way. Probably adds a little bit of that saltiness, but two different wearing experiences. And I was trying to pick one for my scent of the day. I think I'm going to go Millesime. I think. But Wall Street keeps speaking to me. Have you guys experienced Wall Street from Bond Number 9? Have you experienced Millesime Imperial from Creed? Are you guys fans of the 1986 classic Obsession for Men? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me what you think of the going back to the setup where I've got all my frags out. Well, majority of them. I still have a good portion off camera. But even my wife said yesterday when she was watching one of my older videos where I had all my clothes over here, she said, I don't like that display. I don't like the way it looks with all your clothes all messy. And I agree with her. It was bothering me, but I didn't want my fragrances to be shown for some reason. I was at that point where, you know, you hear a lot of people chiming about dick swinging with all your fragrances showing. And that's not what I'm doing here, guys. That's not what I'm doing here. This is comfortable for me. This is where I can see them a little bit more easily. This is neater on camera for me. And wow, two of them that we need to talk about soon, guys. Two of them that we need to talk about soon. I've had them for quite a while now, but I've not spoken about either Chorus or Antaeus. Now, Chorus, I rocked back in the days. My uncle had this in the 80s. And I remember the same time that I was wearing Obsession, my uncle had Chorus at the house. I was living with my grandma and my uncle lived with my grandma. So, God, that takes me back, bro. That takes me back. And I'm talking before Obsession. Junior high school, going to St. Elizabeth's parties, listening to Rakim on the radio, BDP on the radio. Now, obviously, this has been reformulated for sure. But God, there's something about it that just takes me back, man. I'm time traveling in my brain. Guys, I was there when this stuff was out in the 80s. I was rocking it as a 13, 14-year-old. Probably even younger than that. I was probably 12 when I started rocking this thing. You know, my uncle had bought more than one bottle. And I remember YSL Jazz. It was a black and white bottle. I used to love the mess out of that. I used to spray the heck out of that. He had that YSL Jazz, that black and white bottle, the old school. Wow. Ooh. Picking up a little bit of that animalic. Ooh. Had to put some on my skin, son. This is so good. This is so good. Guys, and there's probably a lot of people aren't going to like this either. But this is good. YSL's Chorus. Now, one that I don't have a history with at all, but I heard a lot of people in the community talking about it, and I wanted to get it because it's old school DNA. Antaeus. Let's see what this is doing. It's kind of difficult to hold, huh? Ooh, this is good. I've smelled this before in the air. I've smelled this back in the days, guys. I didn't know what it was. This is good. It's different on strip than what I remember. Because, you know, I've worn it around the house just to test it out. I haven't worn it out. Well, once. There's something refreshingly sweet. It's not as rosy off strip as I remembered. I remember this being a rose bomb on strip. I mean on skin. Gosh, that's good, guys. And I know this isn't the original formulation either. Wow, that's good. I might like it better than Chorus. Chorus just takes me back, though. It's scent memory. I'm talking about almost 40 years ago. We're talking about 37 years ago. I remember this scent. So good. It's a little, not fecal, but a little urine off my skin right now. Oh, but still beautiful and intoxicating. My goodness. Oh, Antaeus. Guys, what I thought was a rose bomb before has developed. And that's something that I do. I listened to the man Cologne when he said, get some air in the bottles. So I spray my bottles as soon as I get them. Rock them around the house a little bit. And maybe I don't go back to it for a while. Gosh, Antaeus. That is good. God, Antaeus is good. Is good. And then, you know, this started it all. This started basically my infatuation with fragrance, right? I I wasn't in Fragcom, and I wasn't buying fragrances that were expensive like the people in Fragcom that have been in for decades. But I was a fragrance guy. Rocking Obsession, rocking Cool Water, rocking Kenneth Cole, rocking inexpensive things, Nautica Blue, Jupe back in the days, rocking Lagerfeld Photo. When Lagerfeld Photo came out, I think it was the 90s. When Lagerfeld Photo came out, that aldehydic nature that it had, I bought at least 2 bottles of that. I remember my sister gave me Coram. I rocked that, even though that wasn't my favorite. I'm trying to think of what else. Some of the things that I've rocked over the years. Of course, there's tons of other things, guys. There's tons of other things. Wow, Chorus is a trip. But I think I like Antaeus a little bit more. And this guy, oh my God, this is going to take me back. You know that. I'm so happy. My wife was at the duty free at the airport and asked what I wanted. And she showed me this bottle, I think. But I let her know that was the first frag, or I think we had previously discussed it. Not exactly the same though. But I think it was stronger back in the days. I like this. I still love this. I remember I had the splash bottle and I splashed after showering all over myself, like nonstop. Like I swear I was going to empty the bottle in one shot. And yeah, splashed in places I shouldn't have. Wow, that's good. One that I really don't remember that much, Diesel. The smell is familiar to me, so I know I've smelled it in the air, whenever I was hanging out or whatever, but it's not one that I looked for. I don't know if my uncle ever had this one. I don't even know how old this one originally is. It's good. This reminds me, Diesel plus masculine. This reminds me of a Montal that I have. That's really good. Making a mess over here. I've got bottles everywhere. But again, today's star of the show, one that really takes it back for me, Obsession. Anyway, I've made the video long enough. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay hydrated. Stay refreshed. Don't let the heat get to you. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Peace.